Okay, how's it going, everybody? So this is a no save, no damage playthrough of Resident Evil using Jill Valentine. The version I'm using is the Japanese / Classic Rebirth edition, so it's got a little bit more gore to it. The American version was a lot more censored back in the day, so the Japanese version has got a lot more horrific type of cutscenes. And I'm also using a seamless HD modification for the graphics. Give it a little bit of a bump up in visuals. This way it's not so pixelated.
Alpha team is flying around the forest zone situated in northwest Raccoon City, where we're searching for the helicopter of our compatriots Bravo team, who disappeared during the middle of our mission.
I've always loved the opening scene.
Bizarre murder cases have recently occurred in Raccoon City. There are outlandish reports of families being attacked by a group.
See, this type of content was cut from the American version.
Were apparently eaten.
They did not allow it.
The Bravo team went to the hideout of the group and disappeared.
Look, Chris!
And big credit to Team X for putting together the seamless HD version, because it really cleans the game up. I even believe this got bumped up to 60 frames with the HD modification.
It was Bravo team's helicopter.
I think it was only at 30 with the original version.
Strangely, most of the equipment was still there.
So it definitely gives it a lot more of a contemporary look for sure.
Discovered why.
Wow, they all look so young. I want to say it was the residents of Evil. Those guys, they interviewed all the original characters, and I mean, some of them aged pretty well actually. I think I can't remember the actor's name, the one who played Chris. I mean, he actually looks good, and I believe he's got to be in his 50s by now. Poor Joseph. And you know, another thing I'd like to add is the fact that the makeup effects were pretty good. And you got to keep in mind, when this game was made, I mean, it was really low budget. It wasn't, high end like they do now with Capcom. It was pretty much a gamble. They had no idea this game was going to blow up the way it did. So they did a good job with the makeup.
Chris Redfield. Jill Valentine. Barry Burton. Rebecca Chambers. Albert Wesker. Resident Evil.
What is this?
Wow, what a mansion!
Captain Wesker, where's Chris?
Stop it! Don't open that door!
But Chris is...
What is it?
Maybe it's Chris. Now, Jill, can you go?
I'm going with you. Chris is our old partner, you know.
Okay, let me handle this. Stay alert.
Okay. You know, another perk about the Classic Rebirth Edition is the fact that you can door skip, which if you're ever trying to speed run through the game and trying to rush through it pretty quick, you know, you can don't have to go through the door opening animations every single time.
What is it?
Blood. Jill, see if you can find any other clues. I'll be examining this. Hope this is not Chris's blood.
Alrighty, so we're gonna trigger probably the most iconic scene in Resident Evil, the slow turning of the zombie head to first introduce you to him. I mean, to this day, I still get goosebumps looking at this cutscene because I remember first playing this game. I'm just like, you know, got terrified. All right, so we don't have to worry about trying to grab the handgun magazines because we're not even going to use the handgun at all. So there's really no point in grabbing it. With Chris, you definitely need to grab it. You need all the handgun rounds you can get. But with Jill, you get so much better weaponry. I mean, the handgun's kind of pointless in my opinion.
What is it?
Kenneth was killed too. Maybe by this creature. Anyway, let's report this to Wesker.
All right, let's go check on Wesker. See if he's still holding down the main hall.
Wesker! Help me look for him, Jill. And don't leave this hall for the time being.
All right, just run here to the back and then spin around and come back. That triggers the cutscene.
Find anything, Jill?
Nothing. What is this all about? I can't figure it out at all.
Beats me, too.
Now it's Wesker's time to disappear. I don't know what's going on.
Well, it can't be helped. Let's search for him separately. I'll check the dining room again.
Okay, I'll try the door on the opposite side.
Another perk with Classic Rebirth is the fact that you can toggle on a option to quick turn, but I figured I'd cancel that one in case anyone watches this video for a guide and they might be playing on PlayStation where that feature's not available. Just to go to show you that you can still run these strats and it'll still work perfectly for you. The only thing I did leave on was tack reload,
Maybe I'll need it.
because you can essentially tack reload in any version of this game by, you know, pausing and just combining your ammo with the weapon that you're using. But the good thing is with Classic Rebirth is that you can tap a button without going to the inventory menu and just tack reloading from there. So it's a lot more convenient that way. All right, we're gonna go through the blue doors, start on the east side of the mansion. And we're gonna trigger another iconic scene with the dogs. Now, if you played this game for the first time back in the 90s, when those dogs jumped through the window, your heart like went out of your chest. So just stick to these walls, run around, and the dogs won't be able to get to you. You got more than enough time. All right, just follow this hall around and we're gonna grab our shotgun, which is our first very important weapon during this playthrough. Of course, this is the trap room. So as soon as you lift the shotgun off the rack, it's going to release a lever, which will take you to a very familiar scenario. If anyone's ever seen Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom, you know what I'm talking about, but we're all good. Barry's going to save us. All you have to do is just wait by this door and you are A-okay.
Hey, what's going on?
Jill? Is that you, Jill? What happened?
Barry, help me please. The door won't open. Quick!
Stay away from the door, Jill. I'm gonna kick this door down. Hurry! This way!
Oh, Barry!
That was too close. You were almost a Jill sandwich.
You're right.
Another very famous
Barry,
line.
Thanks for saving my life.
As a matter of fact, there's a mod you can use, and I have it actually, where you can you can dress Jill up as a sandwich and play through this game, which was pretty cool when I came across it. I thought it was pretty neat.
I just had something I wanted to check. Now, let's get back to searching for the lost captain and Chris, shall we?
Thank you, Barry.
Yeah.
All right, go through these double doors, and you want to ignore these zombies. We're going to deal with them a little bit later because we need the shotgun ammo. So this is the first zombie we're going to take out. Just hold up, aim, fire. Decap them every time. We're going to go in here and grab our chemicals. So this will in turn give us the armor key, which will unlock other parts of the mansion. And we might as well put away our handgun, our knife, and our first aid spray. We obviously don't need it. We're gonna head upstairs, take out a couple more zombies. Fairly simple in the early parts of the mansion. Not a whole lot going on. Now this zombie, you can actually run around him. The second that you load into this room, you could just hug the opposite side of that wall right there. But with me, when it comes to no save, no damage runs, I like to use the most conservative type of strategies, like as safe as possible, even though it's pretty much a proven strat that zombie will never grab you if you try to run past them. But again, for me, I am just ultra conservative whenever I do no save, no damage playthrough. So with that zombie, I mean, if I got the ammo to take him out, might as well, right?
There must be a back door somewhere. Let's try to find it first, shall we?
Good old Barry's about to give us a batch of acid rounds, which will come
Just a moment.
very much in handy later on in the game when we fight Yawn.
What is it?
It's a weapon. It's really powerful, especially against living things. Better take it with you.
But how about you, Barry?
I have this.
Thank you. I'll take this then.
Okay, we're going to go into this room right here, which will take us to the balcony on the backside of the mansion so we can grab the bazooka, aka the grenade gun from Forrest. But very important thing, grab the grenade gun / bazooka, but don't walk up to Forrest and trigger that close-up cutscene where it says he's been pecked to death by crows, because you will spawn 3 crows, which you can easily turn around and run away from them. But once in a blue, I found that they can kind of bug out, and one will be like right up in your face and peck you before you even have a chance to run out. So I just found it's just easier to grab the gun and don't even bother with that cutscene. Decapped this one zombie, then we're going to move this statue over, grab the blue jewel, which will give us our first crest, which will get us out of the mansion and to the courtyard area, which you need 4 in total. Got a couple zombies here. Just going to take them out. We got one more shotgun round left. We'll use that on him. And we'll switch over to the bazooka. Go ahead and use it, because we're not going to use these explosive rounds at all. Once we run out of ammunition for the bazooka, then we're going to switch over to flame rounds, but that's not till the guardhouse. So as soon as you get down here, just aim and fire. Take out that one zombie. That guy down there, you could just leave him alone. You don't even have to bother with him. Go ahead and take him out. And we got another one right here, which for some reason I decided to turn and leave him alone. I don't know why I did it this way, but just go ahead and take him out right there with the bazooka. We got one more round left. I'm sorry, 2 more rounds left. Then take him out. We're going here and get some shotgun shells. That will allow us to take out a couple more zombies before we go to the courtyard. And go ahead and take him out. So now we're done with the bazooka until we have to deal with Plant 42. From here on out, we're just going to use the shotgun. So we're going to collect as much shotgun shells as we can, which we don't need a whole bunch, but we're going to need some because we got to take out some dogs, a few more zombies. And use the chemicals there, take out the plants. If you try to walk past them, they will whip you in the face. And we don't want that. So we got the armor key right there. So now we're going to run and grab us some shotgun shells. Correction. I ran and grabbed the crest first. Then I went and got the shotgun shells. Alright, we're going to grab the wooden crest here, which we're going to need for the piano room. The music room, as they say. And the blue jewel, which will get us our crest. Okay, I believe now I left out of here and went and got the shotgun shells. Yeah. So you go into this room right here, use your armor key, and then it's going to be in the little desk right in front of us here. Jill can use her lockpick. With Chris, you unfortunately have to go around and collect some keys. That will be the only way you'll be able to unlock them. But like I said, Chris is considered the hard version. He's not too difficult. Once you know the enemy patterns and inventory management, because Chris only has 4 slots, which I don't know about you guys, but I am awful with inventory management. It's probably my weakest strength when it comes to Resident Evil. I have no strength at all when it comes to inventory management. I forget everything. Anyway, go ahead and grab the musical notes. Go ahead and play the piano here, Moonlight Sonata. I'm going to tell you guys right now, anybody that can play Moonlight Sonata with a 12-gauge shotgun in their hand, you are without a doubt an elite piano player. So Jill should definitely get a job with the orchestra once she retires from Stars. Or she should have anyway. Grab the gold emblem here. And we will replace that with the wooden one. Okay, we're all done here. Now we run back out to the dining room. Put the gold crest in that slot. Or emblem. Keep saying crest for some reason. And that will give us the key to the attic, which will introduce us to Yawn. But first, we need to pay a visit to Richie. So we're going to run out of here and go back up to the second floor. Go into this first room on the right here.
Richard, what happened?
Oh, Jill, this house is dangerous. There are terrible demons. Ouch!
You're wounded. What kind of demon attacked you?
It was a huge snake and also poisonous. Ugh.
Poisonous? Richard, hold on.
There is serum. Oh no, I should have brought some with me.
No problem. I'll go and get it.
I mean, if I was Jill, I would have said, you know, Richie, don't blame yourself. I mean, no one would think to bring snake venom on a rescue mission. Not a very common thing. So I'm going to run around here and I'm going to grab another crest in this armor room. Super simple puzzle. Just cover the drain holes with the statues. Doesn't have to be super perfect, but just make sure the entire thing is covered. All right, crest number 2. Run back over here to the west side and go to that save room. That's where the serum's at. Now you could decap that zombie if you want to, but I just chose to run around him. We're also going to put away some things. Free up a little bit of inventory. We don't need the acid rounds right this second. We don't need the armor key anymore either. So we're going to put that away. Everything else we're going to keep.
Here's the serum. Richard, hold on. I'll give you a shot now.
Jill, here's my radio. You should keep it. I'm...
No! Richard!
Jill, be careful.
Well, I guess we were too late, unfortunately. Alright, so now we're going to meet Yawn. Now, you could run past this zombie if you want to, just run up the steps, but, I mean, you don't want to avoid every zombie, right? I mean, it's Resident Evil. You got to take some out. Okay, now, I don't know if this is proven or not, but I've always found if you unequip your shotgun, because we're getting ready to dodge Yawn. Sorry, I can't talk today. I always feel like Jill's hitbox radius gets smaller, because it's a little bit of a tight corner. But, again, it hasn't been proven. I just always done it for safeguards. Okay, so we're going to wait for Yawn to pass this column. Second he does that, you run forward. Go to this cubby hole. Grab the moon crest. And now you're going to position yourself right up against this half wall right here. And angle yourself just about like this, sort of like a diagonal type of position. And we're going to use Yawn's clunky mechanics in this really tight room against him because he gets hung up right here. And the second that he passes the half wall, we're running forward and out. And you can see right here, I kind of messed it up, but I still got it, so it's super easy. You even have enough time to grab some shotgun shells, so it's not a very hard thing to do. Re-equip the shotgun because we got to take out a couple zombies, the ones that we left downstairs earlier, as well as some dogs. Alright, we're going to take out this zombie. And we got one more lurking around the corner right there. All right. Go into the picture room to grab our last crest. And this puzzle is super simple. The best way that I remembered it is go from youngest to oldest. So you go to the newborn picture right there. Next one's going to be the infant. And to the left is going to be a lively boy. Next is the young man, which is the last one on the wall right here. Then we go to the middle-aged man, which is to the right of the newborn picture. Then we go to the bald, old-looking man. And the death picture. And a fun fact, which I didn't know for the longest time, but if you've ever guessed wrong in the picture order, the reason why the crows fly out and try to attack you is because when you guess it wrong, it sends an electrical charge to that railing, that rail that they're perched up on. And that's what makes them attack you. That's why they're not attacking you now, because they're not getting shocked. I had no idea for the longest time that's the reason. So we got one dog right here. Just get to this camera frame and fire. I was able to take him out in 2 shots, but it's definitely RNG. Sometimes it takes 4 to take him down. He could be a bullet sponge, so it's completely random. Computer picks it for you. Throw in all your crests. That will unlock us this door, and we will be in the guardhouse. Need to grab the crank handle up here. So move it about 2.5 clicks, then move it to the shelf. All right, I've got a couple more dogs. So as soon as you exit, run into this camera frame, aim and fire. And just essentially let them come to you. See, this one took 3 shots. Gotta drain this beautiful looking pool. Imagine taking a swim in that. The parasites you would probably catch. God. Definitely some brain-eating larvae in that pool for sure. All right, now that we got it drained, we can cross it. And we're getting ready to come across some snakes that'll drop out of the trees, but you don't have to worry about them. Just keep running, keep it moving. They won't bother you. Though I will say they have more than an opportunity to bite you right in the neck as she's going down the elevator right there. All right, got some more dogs. Just aim right about there, fire. There you go. Wait for them to growl and then fire. That's normally how I do it. I try to get them grouped together. Okay. Couple more to deal with and we are good. You can walk around them. That's another strat I've seen people do. I just kind of like to take them out because after the guardhouse, we're not going to use the shotgun anymore. It's going to be obsolete. I'm listening for growls. I didn't hear any, so that's why I kept going. You'll know when they're gone, when they're not growling anymore. Because they always growl after taking a hit. Alright, we made it to the guardhouse. So now we're going to move this statue over to this hole in the floor down the hall. Because if you try to run past it without covering it, then Plant 42 is going to whip you. And that'll inflict damage, and obviously we don't want that. Want to check to make sure. It doesn't have to be perfect, but I'm so OCD when it comes to these things. Like, I have to get it as perfectly as I can. I'm so bad with that. 2 zombies in this room. Go ahead and decap them. And there's also some shotgun shells in the desk here. This way you can top off. You just got one more zombie to take out anyway, so you didn't necessarily need it. Definitely need that red book though. And I was talking about inventory management earlier and how I always forget it. Well, right here, I almost forgot the key to the control room. I was getting ready to go down the hall without it here, you'll see. Then I decided to, oh, whoop, need that key. Got some explosive rounds there. We'll store that. Or do I store it? No. Correction, I decided to keep it. It's in this bathroom right here, the control key. That'll get you into the room when you're down there dealing with Jaws. Neptune, aka Jaws. I'm going to come through here and we're going to go into the first room here so we can grab the key to the dorm. There are some murder hornets right here where you grab the key at. Don't worry about it. Just grab the key, turn around and run. They're pretty slow, but they'll catch up to you eventually. And you could go into that bathroom if you want. There's just a handgun magazine. Obviously, we don't need it, so I didn't bother to go in there. Move the bookcases and head down the ladder. Now, I don't know if this is the fastest way. There could be a faster way, but the way that I've always done it with these 3 crates is I move this one first and scoot it down the hallway before I move the others. A little tedious, but I mean, I guess at the end of the day, as long as you get it done, right? And what you want to do is right when the crate is to the end of the wall on the left right there, once it reaches the corner, that's when you want to stop. Because if you go too far, then you'll scrunch them too much together and you won't have enough room to get by. Then you have to go all the way up the ladder and start all over again. And we want to avoid that. I think it's one of my most... I don't know what it is. I've always detested moving crates. It always seemed just boring to me, so I never liked this part. Even in Resident Evil 2, where you have to move statues, I just hated it. I never liked it. I don't know why. Anyone else like that? Okay, we're going to run this way so we can head to the control room. And obviously your movement is slowed up because we're running in waist high water. And here comes Neptune. As soon as the cutscene's over, just immediately start running to the room on the left, the little door. Use your control room key that you grabbed from the bathtub. And they won't be able to catch up to you. You'll be safe. And we're going to go over here and drain the water. Then we're going to hit this little button to unlock the room next to us. Okay, there's 2 magazines, 2 boxes of shotgun shells. We don't need it in this run, but if you want to grab it, by all means. And that's the dorm room 003, which will get us to plant 42. Really, really important thing. Hug this wall when you're exiting this room, because though the sharks are out of the water and they're flopping around, if you get too close, they can tag you. I unfortunately had that happen to me on a run. I just got a little too close, and if you get within their little hit radius, then they can give you a little nip. So just be mindful of that. All right, going in the room 003. And we're going to go into this bathroom right here because that's going to give us flame rounds, which we're going to use against Plant 42. There is a zombie in there, so use your shotgun, take him out. Now you could use acid rounds against Plant 42. It's the same amount that you use. You use 3 total. So whether it's 3 flame rounds, 3 acid rounds, I want to say grenades the same too. Take out the white book and we're going to replace it with the red book. And that book right there just shows you about V-Jolt, which I never really found logical to do with Jill because, you know, Barry comes to save you anyway. With Chris, it's absolutely necessary. All right, so just aim up, fire 3 rounds, and he's done. Super simple.
What the hell is this?
Barry!
Jill!
You saved me!
Yeah,
That was close. Thanks, Barry.
don't mention it. What a monster. I can't believe. What the hell is this place?
All right, so before we leave the room, we want to go to the fireplace so we can grab the helmet key for the mansion, which will allow us to progress. And you want to get out of this room. The murder hornets can still come after you, so just be mindful of that. So you just don't want to wait around in that room once you exit.
Wesker.
Jill, so you're safe.
I mean, I think at this point, who
That's
would
what I
not
was going
be
to say.
suspicious of
Where
Wesker,
on earth
right?
have you been? You disappeared from the hall all of a sudden.
I'm sorry, but I have my reasons. Perhaps you guys have met them? It was all I could do to protect myself against those strange creatures.
Is that right? Anyway, it's good to see you're safe.
Jill, our first priority is to get out of here.
Yes, you're right.
Now, there are a lot of rooms in that mansion that we can't get into because they're locked up. I have been looking around for clues.
Okay, I'll go to the other house and see if I can find any clues.
Will you do that? I'm counting on you.
All right, now we're headed back to the mansion. Now you hear our radio chiming. That's Brad calling in, which you could always go to your inventory and hit radio if you want to listen to what he has to say. But as far as I'm concerned, he deserted his whole team in the middle of a field during a gunfight being attacked by creatures. And if you ever listen to the transmission, Jill's like really polite and trying to get a hold of Brad. Like, I don't know about you guys, but I would be screaming at the top of my lungs, cursing this guy out for leaving me in the middle of a field with dogs who sound like a damn Dragon Zord from Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. Like, what? F you, Brad. All right, so we're going to encounter our first hunter. Got about 3 flame rounds left, so we're going to take him out with one of those. Very, very important. And you're about to see here in a little bit how 99% of the time when you hit a hunter with a round from the bazooka, whether it's explosive, acid, flame, whatever, 99% of the time it's a one-shot kill, but it's not guaranteed. Now you see right here how the hunter let out a loud screech. That's how you know that they're dead. But when they are not dead, when they have pretty much not depleted all their HP, they'll let out a little like that. It's kind of what it sounds like. I'm doing my best here. I'm not good at dialogue, but the reason why I'm bringing this up is because when something like that happens, and again, you're going to see here in a little bit, the best strategy to deal with hunters when that happens is room resetting. And what I mean by that is when you shoot a hunter with the bazooka or, shotgun, anything, and they don't die, leave the room and come back in, and that resets their position. With this hunter, wait for him to come into view and then just fire and he'll be dead. But if he would have ate that shot, turn around, leave the room and come back, and his position resets and you can essentially try again. The only weapon that is a one-shot kill 100% of the time is the Colt Python, the Magnum, which we're going to get here in a little bit. But what's about to happen to me in the next few minutes, I didn't have the Magnum yet. So I had to think fast, otherwise I probably would have got tagged. Alright, so kind of go down this hallway, stop right about here, fire. He's dead. And now we're on to fight Yawn. Yawn's a super easy fight. You're definitely going to need some acid rounds for him. That is his kryptonite. I believe that you have to fire a couple more rounds with any other ammunition in order to kill him. But super, super simple. It only takes 4 acid rounds. It's going to go really, really fast. So what you want to do is immediately at this point, hold in your aim button and hold in the fire button. You're going to fire twice from the normal aiming position and then twice in a downward position. 1, 2, aim down. 1, 2. Done. Super, super simple.
Jill, have you found anything interesting?
Yes, but I can't see very well.
How about going down to check by yourself? I have a rope here.
Oh, do you? Well, then I'll try to go down using the rope.
Wait.
Rope's gonna fall. And in order to get the best ending, you have to wait for Barry to go get another rope.
Sorry, Jill. Wait.
You have to trust Barry and just wait there. It only takes about 10 to 15 seconds.
Barry!
So you just wait there and he'll be back.
Hey! Are you there, Jill? Grab the rope! I'm sorry, Jill.
I didn't know that was going to happen.
Sorry. I was really careless.
Are you okay, Barry? Maybe you're getting tired.
No, I'm all right. Don't worry. Jill, I found
Barry's going to give you the passcode for the one room that has a keypad on it, but we're not going to use it. Doesn't really come in handy for Jill's run, not the run that I do. Okay, we're going to climb back down into the hole and hit the button to move this grave. All right, immediately run, get into this camera frame, aim and fire. There's 2 zombies over here that are eating another corpse, but it's just a herb down there, so don't even bother with them. All right, now this zombie on the floor, do not get too close because his hit radius is really large for some reason. So just stand about there, hit him with an acid round. You'll be good. We're going to get up here to get our battery and a couple more batches of explosive rounds for the bazooka. Well, as some magnum rounds and the Mo disc so we can save Chris. And take out that zombie, run around here and grab the battery and the explosive rounds. All right, go into this room here, grab our magnum rounds and Mo disc, and take that guy out. And there is another zombie on the other side of this bookcase, so I would recommend, I mean, you could just walk in there and shoot him, but I just tend to just go around him. Just don't even bother with him. Follow it around this way to the door, and you could avoid him altogether. And with this statue, just move it in one click, and that's all you need. Move it over too much and you won't be able to, you kind of get hung up on that column that's sticking out. I've done that a couple times for some reason. All right, and there's our Mo disc. We need 3 in total in order to save Chris. That is 1. Our second one's going to be in the caves that we're about to enter in just a little bit. You can ignore that zombie or shoot him. Pretty much your preference. This cutscene that's about to play. When this first happened, I thought it was some new monster that I was about to encounter. I remember it vividly because I didn't have that much ammo to begin with. I was really low, I remember. And I remember seeing that scene. I seen the hand. I was like, oh my God, I'm about to die. And then all of a sudden you see it's just your average Joe Schmo zombie. So it's pretty funny. All right, so we got 3 more rounds left. And coming up here in a minute, you're going to see what happened to me with these hunters and them. I'm going to get that 1% chance of them eating a shot. So as soon as you go through these doors, there's 2 hunters. Take out the one. Okay, he let that screech. There's another one, but we don't have to worry about him. Enter this room and exit. That's going to room reset that other hunter. That gives you more than enough time to come into here. And here is where he ate my shot. I heard that. I said, uh-oh, fudge. I hurry up and I ran in this room to get him reset. And then we turned the corner, shot him again. Oh man, that really got my heart beating because I don't think he's ever... I've always one-shot killed this hunter in particular right there, so it was kind of startling when he just let out that and I knew he wasn't dead. Okay, so right about there, take out that hunter, aim from right about there. You can get a little bit closer. That hunter, ignore. When you go up these steps, turn your weapon and aim kind of like parallel with the hallway. I aimed a little too far to the left and I missed a shot, but here's where room resetting comes into play because I just went back down, went back up, and now reset that hunter's position. And that allowed me to fire again and hit him. So resetting the room is key when it comes to dealing with these things because it can really save you in a pinch if you're trying to get no damage for sure. All right, grab some magnum ammo. And here I was still so startled by that hunter eating my shot. I really thought my run was about to end. That I forgot to turn off the lights so I can get the other jewel. I was so like discombobulated mentally from thinking, oh my God, I'm gonna have to try this again. But it worked out okay. Always have that fail safe, you know what I mean? Alrighty, we can leave here and grab our magnum. So now we don't have to fear the hunters anymore. We're in the save room here and drop off, I believe, the Mo disc. Yeah, because we need our crank. Because we're going to have to fill the water back up in the pool. So, like I said, leave that hunter alone. You don't have to bother with him. We're going to go back up. First get our magnum, then go back up the way we came through the rope. Ah, this magnum was so sweet in this game. One shot kills everything, and it only takes just a few shots to take out Tyrant at the end, so truly amazing. You got more than enough time to run out of this room before that hunter aggroes to you, so you don't have to worry about him. Alrighty, so we have one more hunter that we're gonna dodge, and he's super easy to dodge. Hunters always slash with their left, so hug this wall and just run, and he'll never have an opportunity to hit you. They never slash with their right, always with their left. And the reason why I do that is, and again, I suck at this game. I'm not the best at it. So it took a lot of practice for me to develop strats on my own in order to get a no save, no damage. You could shoot that hunter, but the couple times that I did, sometimes it worked. And other times when I fired, he jumped, because as soon as you aim the weapon at him, they're leaping up in the air, and I botched it and he wound up tagging me. So the best fail safe slash conservative way to go about that is to just run past him. I tested that like 20 times and he's never hit me. We put the battery in, take this elevator up, run back over to the pool and fill it up. That'll stop the water flow, which will allow us to enter the caves. And climb down the ladder, and we have to first go into this room right here and pay a visit to Enrico. But first we're going to encounter Barry. And another thing that you have to do in order to get the best ending is you have to select yes to go with Barry. Then you have to select no when he asks you to go first. We'll do it in that sequence.
Let's hurry. Hey, are you all right? I can go first if you want me to.
Okay, let's go, Barry. I'm depending on you.
Alright, we're going to run over here, go through this door, and go to the door here on the right. Hunter's going to pop up, but Barry's going to take care of him. Barry's weapon must be weaker, because he had to hit that hunter twice. With our magnum, we just have to hit him once.
Is that Jill?
Is that voice Enrico's?
Now, to anybody who's played this game before, has anybody wondered how in the hell Enrico got down here?
What? Oh, yes.
All the things we had to do in order to unlock this, waterfall to stop so we can take the ladder down. He just happened to be down here already.
Right, Enrico?
It's a mystery.
The stars are doomed. Someone is a traitor. Everything was plotted from the start by Umbrella. Ha!
I wonder who could have shot him. All right, so we got the hex crank we need to pick up here because we're going to have to turn some. Fire against that hunter right there. Immediately turning fire with the magnum. And there's going to be another one. As soon as he comes into your view, shoot, done. Run around here and turn the crank. This way it'll allow us to walk through. I'm fairly confident Jill could have jumped this. It doesn't look that far off. But I guess Jill, like us, Jill wants to be safe. Don't want to take any chances, so I completely understand. Alrighty, we got another hunter coming up after this boulder. He's super easy to deal with because he's 100% predictable. And you'll see here in a minute. Run into this little area. Avoid getting squished to death. Indiana Joe. Once you go down here to pick up the flame rounds, which we'll need against Black Tiger, the big spider, Hunter's going to appear. So change your camera view real quick. Aim. He's always going to jump. When he lands, fire. And he's done. Top off your rounds. That is a really good habit, by the way, of always getting into is topping off your rounds. Because you never know when you can run out. And I needed the flame rounds because you take out Black Tiger in one shot, so I just got rid of him. You don't really need the bazooka anymore at this point, so. Alright, shoot him once, done. Then you can run over here and use the rest of the frame rounds on the webs right here. That'll melt it so you can get out of here. You don't have to pick up the knife. We're going to turn left, go into this save room right here so we can grab our eagle medallion. And we can get rid of the square crank. We don't need that anymore. That is now obsolete. I think I accidentally picked up the Mo disc. Yeah, we don't need to grab it at this point. We can grab them all once we get down to the lab. So right here is pretty much all we need. So hug this wall right here. You can avoid the snakes. They won't mess with you. Just stick to the wall. You'll be fine. And we're going to grab our wolf medallion. First, we got to turn this crank 3 times. They really should have done it just to, turn it like right here, and that should have been it. They should have designed the room to be on the right, not the left. But I guess they wanted to prolong the game some, I suppose. Three times the charm. Alright, run up to the boulder, turn around and run to your left so you can avoid getting squished. And back there is going to be our second Mo disc. There's a map right there of the cave. In case you'd want it. This puzzle is super simple. What you want to do is grab the statue and you want to push it about 5.5 clicks. And then turn the crank, and that should position it perfectly to where all you have to do is just push it right, and then it'll land on top of the scale. That'll open up the wall so you can grab the Doom book. All right, grab it, open it up. We got our 2 medallions. So now we are good to go and headed to the lab. Final section. Forgot to mention, I hope everyone's having a good day today, wherever you are, whenever you're watching. Appreciate you coming by to check out this video. It's beyond appreciated. This is my first commentative video, so if I've done poorly with the commentary, I truly apologize. I mostly stream, but I'm trying to venture into commentating some videos, so still an amateur. So with practice makes perfect. Let's go ahead and put the medallions into the inserts right there. First the wolf, then the eagle. That opens up pool drains. Go into here and take this down to the lab. I wish that was what you had to do. You had to input 2 medallions and then drain the water and take an elevator down to get to my man cave. If I had a bunch of money, that's how I would do it. Okay, so grab all your Mo discs. Go ahead and get rid of this crank. You don't need that one anymore. There's some acid rounds that I didn't even use. I forgot to take them out of my inventory when I got back from the guardhouse. So it goes to show you, but we'll burn them up here. Got a couple zombies here we can take out. All right, you want to turn left, and our final Mo disc is right there on the desk. Now we got all that we need, got all the discs, so we can rescue Chris. Get him up out of here before it blows up. Honestly, I should have left that zombie right there. Don't take him out, because when you come back into this area, he's going to spawn in that hallway right there, and he's kind of a nuisance because these zombies respawn. So you have to take him out every time you go in this hallway now. So if I would have left him right there, he would have never even bothered me. So future reference, leave that zombie alone so he'll stay there in that position. All right, hopping on the computer here so we can unlock 2 rooms. Password is John. I'm sorry, login is John. Password is Ada. Excuse me. We're going to unlock B2 and B3. It's going to prompt for another password. And the password is going to be Mole. M-O-L-E. Alright, so we're going to run here, grab our first Mo disc. But you see how that zombie's now going to spawn in this hallway every time, so I hate the fact that I shot him initially. So we go into this room. There's a whole bunch of zombies, so just get ready to take them out. I believe there's 5. No, I'm sorry, 4. Still a good bit. So just be cautious, keep your distance. You'll be okay. Go to the machine there and insert your first Mo disc. Get a passcode. So we're going to head back upstairs here and grab the lab key. Super simple. Just hit the button here on the wall and it'll slide a column over and grab the key. Not too bad. Okay, we're gonna run back downstairs and we're getting ready to deal with some, well, first we're gonna do the puzzle so we can grab some more magnum rounds and unlock another Mo disc. So go ahead and use the lab key right here. Two zombies you can take out real quick just to get them out of your way. Another one down there. Figured I might as well use up the rest of my bazooka rounds, right? I'm not going to need them anymore. Alright, this puzzle is not too bad. You just have to be mindful of that button right there in the middle of those two drain holes. It's super sensitive, so you don't want to get too close to it. So go ahead and move the staircase right there first. And you want to move the crate out. And what I like to do is the key thing here is to make sure that drain hole is kind of like centered to the crate. And I always found that's the best way to do it. Just to avoid that button going off or you're getting too close. So you're going to move that crate out. And then you want to go ahead and move the staircase over to the table. Get that out of the way. So now you can move the other crate down to cover the other drain hole. Just trying not to get too close to that button right there. I don't know why they made that so sensitive. But I guess they wanted to keep you on your toes, so I guess bravo on their part, right? There we go, that should do it. Just about center, so now we go over to the staircase, get that moved out. There you go, that should be good. And then we just slide it forward. And crawl through the duct. Alright. Go ahead and use our second Mo disc right here. Give us our second passcode. Then we got some magnum rounds on the shelf. Pick those up. And run back into this area. Now we're going to deal with some chimeras. Pretty simple to deal with them, especially with the magnum. Just wait right here. As soon as you see them pop up, you aim up, fire. Another one down here. Aim, fire. Go ahead and activate power on this panel right here. And really important thing, if you're going for a best ending, first of all, take out this chimera right here. Wait till he gets about there and fire. And go ahead and use your Mo disc now. Because what I found is if you don't use your Mo disc, or if you happen to forget and you run into this next room to turn on the elevator, when you come back out, an extra chimera is going to spawn. And we don't want that. We got one more to deal with. Just run here. Aim down, fire. Super quick. And another one will spawn right about there if you don't use the Mo disc. So if you're going for the worst ending, then obviously there's nothing you can really do about it. But just a fun fact, if anyone knew about that, if you plan on using the Mo discs, you definitely want to use it before you go into this room. We're pretty much good to go now. We just got to go and meet back up with Barry and take out the Tyrant. We're almost there. It's not too bad once you get the hang of it with what weapons to use and the mechanics of the enemies. A no save, no damage in Resident Evil's pretty easy. It's not too bad. So I wanted to make this video in case anyone's ever wanted to do it. If you wanted to challenge yourself, or if you never played Resident Evil 1 Classic before, if you wanted to get some pointers on maybe an area that you're having trouble with. I hope this helps anybody.
Wesker?
You did a fine job, Barry.
Just as I thought.
I think you should stay away from Barry, Jill. I hear that his wife and 2 daughters will be in danger if he doesn't do everything I tell him to.
You are so cruel.
Well, you don't have to worry about anything, because you'll be free from this world very soon, Jill.
Why do you have to destroy stars?
That's Umbrella's intention. This laboratory has been engaging in dangerous experiments, and recently an accident has occurred. Anyway, this disaster cannot be made public.
That's why having stars nosing about is so inconvenient. So you're a slave of Umbrella now, along with these virus monsters.
I think you misunderstand me, Jill. To me, the monsters you mention mean nothing. I'm going to burn all of them together with this entire laboratory. I must complete my mission as ordered by Umbrella. Barry, go up on the ground and wait there.
Barry!
Barry's such a fool. He'll be under the control of Umbrella forever.
How come both Umbrella and you can intimidate him by taking his family as hostages?
Umbrella? Well, I intimidated him, but it had nothing to do with Umbrella. I just used him for my personal purposes, though both you and Barry seem to think I was following orders from Umbrella.
So you're planning something else?
If you succeeded in developing the world's most powerful biological weapon, what would you do? What if you were in charge?
You must stop this now.
You're a brave girl.
Now we can all agree, Jill had
big discovery.
an opportunity to kill Wesker right here. I mean, unless Wesker's that quick on the draw,
So you're going to steal
unless he's like
all
Doc
of
Holliday or something like that. I mean, she had an opportunity to get a shot off, you know? I mean, at least I would have done that. I mean, she's got the pistol in her hand.
Barry,
Sorry, Jill.
how is your family?
I was listening to what you and Wesker were talking about. I wish I realized it earlier. I thought it must have something to do with Umbrella, you know. So it's all been masterminded by him.
But it's good that you know that now. Anyway, let's get out of this house first.
Jill,
Yes, what?
do you have any idea what Wesker was going to show you at the back of this place?
Well, he was talking about the world's most powerful biological weapon, called Tyrant or something, I think.
Do you think we could see Tyrant now?
Barry, you're so optimistic.
It would look bad for stars if we let such a dangerous creature run loose.
Maybe you're right. Let's go then. Can a creature like this really be the ultimate biological weapon?
Really? Wesker is a crazy man.
Tyrant is not completely developed.
But we can't let it live. That must be the computer for monitoring this creature.
Of course, Barry takes it upon himself, having no idea what he's doing, to start playing around with the buttons. I mean, come on, Barry. So Tyrant's going to be super simple. As soon as he gives Barry a nice little slash, then looks at you, you're going to run away from him, get your distance, and you fire a few rounds with the Magnum. And he's down. Good to go. I know with the Japanese version, it's only 3 shots. With the US, I believe it's more. Might be like 5. Maybe 6. So if you're playing on that version, you could just literally just run around the room and just fire. I mean, he walks super, super slow. So it's incredibly easy to avoid him until he goes down.
I'm really embarrassed. I was clumsy.
Let's get going.
All right, we're just about there. We just have to go grab Chris and then deal with Tyrant one more time on the rooftop. And then we are home free. There is 2 chimeras that we have to deal with on our way out. And it's really crucial that you
Not much time left for us.
fire at them when they are standing up. And you'll see what I'm talking about here in a second. The first one we deal with, as soon as we leave the room, we're going to fire because they're already standing up charging at us. There's a second one and final one that's down the hallway that you'll kind of see. He's hunched over a little bit and you have to wait for him to stand up because if you shoot while he's hunched, you'll miss altogether. You won't be able to hit him. So right here, fire. And the one down here in the hallway, you'll see him raise up like that. That's when you fire. If you fire while he's crunched down, you'll miss. So that's the fun little tip if anyone knew about that. Put in all the passcodes and go grab Chris.
Oh, Jill!
Oh, Chris! So you're okay?
Yeah, you too. What happened to Wesker?
Let's talk about it later. Let's get out of here. The triggering system has now been activated. All researchers and guards should take cover immediately.
And let me know if you guys want to see me do a guide on Chris. No save, no damage. I'd be more than happy to do that.
The triggering system has now been activated.
Chris is an entirely different set of strats you have to do. Naturally, because of his weaponry. You're kind of limited. You can take out these zombies with the Magnum. You only need 5 to deal with Tyrant, so I got plenty. I just took him out.
Let's go.
All researchers and guards should take cover immediately.
All right, we're going to meet up with Barry.
Unlock all rooms for evacuation.
Head into this room and head to the roof. We do have to pick up a battery, though. That's on the floor right here.
The triggering system has now been
Oh, I forgot. We have to listen to Brad one more time. Chicken Hawk. That's what I like to call him. All right, there's the battery. You pick that up. Put it in the slot right next to the elevator.
All researchers and guards should take cover immediately. Unlock all rooms for
There is 3
evacuation.
minutes until explosion.
The triggering system has now been activated. You must be kidding! After we've come all the way here!
Ladies first. Go first, Jill.
But Chris!
Give me a chance to play nice guy.
I never understood that. Give me a chance to play nice guy.
You get the hell.
What does that even mean?
The triggering system
You're going to be playing Mr. Bad Guy, right? You're going to be taking out creature. I don't know. You got to give this game a little bit of a break. I mean, the voice acting is from the early 90s, so. But make no mistake, this is my favorite Resident Evil of all time. Always loved the OG.
The triggering system.
All right, so grab the flares, and you're going to position them in the corner right here next to this refueling station. And this strat, I actually saw Carcinogen use it, so big shout out to him. He's a huge Resident Evil guy. He has wonderful strats. This is the safest way that I found to deal with Tyrant. Set the flare off right there. Fire your 5 shots with the Magnum as soon as he breaks out of the concrete. And what's so crazy is you're going to see here in a second. Once Brad drops the rocket launcher for you to pick up, that's the only way you can destroy Tyrant. Is you have to run to his strong side. He's got the claw on his left. Instinctively, you want to run to his right because you think, well, if I go to his claw side, he's going to slash, but he doesn't. So, fire your 5 shots. Brad drops the rocket launcher. Finally does something to help us, right? And run to his strong side. Make a beeline for the rocket launcher. Immediately equip it and fire it, and you're done. Game's over, you completed it. It's not too bad, right? You know, a lot of people, out of the entire Resident Evil franchise, the one name that I hear come up often in regards to who they hate the most is Steve from Code Veronica. But honestly, I would say Brad is the worst. Because the thing, all right, now Brad landed to come and get us when it's all over, when we destroyed everything, and he's safe. He has no worries. All he has to do is just land his helicopter, because all the enemies are defeated, pick us up and take off. When it was balls to the wall and they were under attack and getting outnumbered, he flew away and left everybody. And he wouldn't land and wouldn't help anybody until it was all over. So that's my take. I think the worst character of all is probably Brad. What do you guys think about that? All right, well, that concludes it. It was a lot of fun commenting on this video, and hopefully this helped out anybody. If it just helps out 1 or 2 people, then it was definitely worth making. And like I said, if you would like to see a Chris playthrough, then I'd be more than happy to do that. It'd be a whole lot of fun. Chris is a lot more challenging. Well, a little bit more challenging. He's not too bad. Just your strategies have to be switched up a little bit. But thanks so much for watching. I really, truly appreciate it. If you liked what you saw, if you can drop a like, I would be beyond appreciated. And I will catch everyone at the next one. I'll let the rest of this cutscene play out, and that'll be it. So I hope everyone has a good day. Take care. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see everyone at the next one. Take care.